today Doge Commander Gary Sheffield Jr. Hey Gary, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Okay. Sorry. I'm not laughing. I'm holding in a sneeze. Sorry. Keep going. Okay. Uh so did the Feastables recipe change like impact your diet at all? Oh. Oh. Okay. I didn't know that about Feastables. I had I had the peanut butter one like before the recipe change. I thought it was pretty good actually. Oh. Well, as a former grocery store employee, I 100% endorse this. What a yeah, what a month. What a good year already. Yeah, did you see the big stuff that happened in January? Come on, the Switch 2 reveal wasn't that bad. Oh, okay. 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 I was going to say cuz I have a take on the pardons. Okay. My take is Donald Trump should have only pardoned the ones who assaulted police officers cuz that's anti-fascist action. Uh yeah, I don't know. The other ones are fake fans. It was a surprise tour. It just got a little out of hand, all right? Would say on both sides, but there was one side. It's so funny, all the off-duty police officers from Seattle beating up the on-duty police officers at the Capitol. that's that's fucking sick. I don't know. Anytime I've been to Seattle and I just see the police everywhere, like they're just so useless. They just stand around in their little like huddles together around one car, like on the side of the street. They don't do anything. Well, yeah, it was in the summer, I think, because I don't go to Seattle very often. I'm going next month for some stand up. I'm gonna go see. I wish. I don't think he would agree to go to Seattle. I think he's scared of it. Except for mild criticism. We saw the results. He didn't have any impact. Like for every Latino they lose, they gain like two whites. Yeah, yeah. It was so smart of the Democrats to basically run on 2020 Republicans' immigration policy. But they were beating them. They're like, if you can beat them, uh, yeah. So you're supposed to be auditing this podcast, right? Well, I am a little confused because we don't get any government funding. Okay. Uh, okay. So here's the thing, right? I wanted to buy more amiibo, right? And yeah. So basically, uh, no, no, no. So an amiibo is it's a little piece of plastic that you put on your game controller, and it does some fun things in your game. So it puts Pikachu in your game. It puts Pikachu in Smash Bros. Okay. No, it's a Nintendo product. You've never heard of amiibos? You said you were 19. Okay. 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 I'm starting to have some questions about your story, Gary. Yeah, to any Garys. Uh, well, I'm very committed to the bit of getting no bitches. C- Consensually or non-consensually. Hose. Okay. All right. I don't know. Uh, so I was gonna preview the Super Bowl, and then you said we had to like audit the podcast. Yeah. Excuse me. Marijuana makes you violent, and it destroys your brain, and it makes you lactate. You know that. Yeah. That's something they actually told me in middle school when they were doing their don't do drugs education. They were like, marijuana can make men lactate, and I was like, no, it can't. Yo, that would actually be like such a fucking buff. Uh, lactate powder or like what? No. I did just recently find out where taurine comes from. Uh, yeah, glad I'm not an energy drink guy. That's all I'll say. Oh, did it have taurine? You know it's derived from bull cum, right? Straight from the source, homie. Let's go. All right. Uh, jumping on that bull dick. Okay. Okay. I I saw that picture and I was like, is that fucking John McAfee? And I looked it up. I was like, you fucking. Didn't he like die a few years ago? All right. Yeah. That's a pretty good bit though. Like if you're gonna and we don't condone suicide here, but if you're gonna do it, be funny about it. Like have the decency to make it like a funny thing. Oh. Okay. Hey, So here's the thing on why you're wrong. All right. All right, Pikachu has never won the world championships. Raichu won it in 2016. All right. That's true, by the way. I didn't make that up. Women and bulls. Sometimes at the same time. And the women did not know the bull was going to be there. it's, it's just like a bull in a wig. You're like, you, you see a bull in drag and you're like, hubba, hubba. All right. So the Super Bowl, it's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. Who do you think is going to win that? Hmm. Okay. Now, here here's the conflict I have with it is so I think the Eagles have a better roster overall aside from like the Patrick Mahomes versus Jalen Hurts. I think obviously Mahomes way better, but the okay. So you should kill yourself for that. No, so the one big disadvantage that I think is going to cost the Eagles is their head coach is unambiguously, unapologetically Italian. That's true. No rights. Your butthole. Sorry. We have. We're live. Oh. Well, we've been live for 18 minutes and 26 seconds. YouTube. Yeah. We might be like kind of slow on the upload, but it's definitely recording at the very least. Yeah, I got a notification. We're live. Don't worry. Well, I can hear you, and that's what matters. Nobody else is watching this. Okay. Okay. That's weird. All right, mods are asleep. Everyone post dick. Oh,
Okay, now it says I'm recording.
you're in here twice. That's fun. All right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. We have two Doge Commander Gary Sheffield Jr. So this is gonna look so weird on the. Oh, now it's one.
That is so annoying. We did that entire whole bit, and
And I just sound like a schizomaniac.
Yeah.
That might be funnier. I mean, straight up.
Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, that's fucking annoying. All right, we got to keep that in mind. Basically, I think you need to start, and then I'll join after. I can't be in here before.
Uh, okay, for next time.
Yeah,
All right, because
well,
normally you just pop in like randomly.
that's
So
fucking annoying. All right, so I'm Gary Sheffield Jr. No relation.
okay, yeah.
Ah, that's actually really deflating.
Now we get to do the bit over again. Let's go.
That took all the juice out of me. Fuck my life. But yeah, no, I hate the Eagles. I hate that they're still somehow relevant in the grand scheme of things. And but I think the Chiefs are going to win it, which we talked about it a little bit earlier. I hate the Chiefs like deep down in my soul, and everybody like tries to give these reasons, like the refs help them out and everything, but I realized it's because I hate them because I have no reason to hate them.
Oh.
Like they're not a good bad guy.
So like that's why you don't hate me is because you have like so many good reasons.
Yeah, because you're an anti-Italian homophobe. Uh, and I say homophobe because all Italians are born gay, like
This is
how all
true.
men in the womb start out as women and then they develop into male genitalia. All Italians are conceived as homosexuals.
This is true. I read this. Like, have you seen Jojo Rabbit?
I yes.
So, like, you know how he has the book Yoo-Hoo Jude?
Mm-hmm.
So I read the Italian version of that.
I
don't have a clever name for it. Sorry.
I read the Italian version of My Struggle. It's Anthony Bourdain's autobiography. Oh my god. No, yeah, but it's like they're bad guys just because like I have no reason to hate them. Like with the Patriots, you had like Spygate
I don't care about
and
Spygate.
the Tuck rule, and it's like, yeah, all right,
There's one reason to hate the Patriots.
But Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, like you could hate those people with every fiber of your being, and I hate Tom Brady. I miss Tom Brady. I'll be honest. I miss
He's
the
on
Belichick
TV
Patriots
every week.
Yeah, no, I don't watch television though. I have sex with women.
Okay.
And by women, I mean bulls.
Bulls and drag. Okay.
But yeah, no,
So like, because Patrick Mahomes is just like a mostly pretty nice guy, and Travis Kelce seems to be like a pretty charismatic, normal guy, and Andy Reid is a really likable guy.
I mean, dude,
like all of the annoyance is just overexposure.
Exactly. And I think a big reason why people hate the Chiefs too it does come down to internalized misogyny, because I mean, God, you know how many times I have to see it's like, oh yeah, the Taylor Swift Chiefs. It's like, go fuck yourselves, dude.
Yeah, I was sort of talking about that a little bit in the Discord. They miss you, by the way.
They do?
Yeah, I mean, they don't say it, but I mean, I can just feel it,
That's nice. I'm never going back.
But then you're never going to see all my Fortnite wins.
I'm missing out. God, why was my failed bit the Doge auditor? That should have been you. You actually look like you should be eating Feastables and have that fucking mop head haircut.
But I don't have the mop head haircut anymore.
Wait, did you?
Well, I had really long hair for like a few months because, like, I only get my haircut like 2 or 3 times a year.
Can you tell me what having hair is like?
Yeah, so...
Can you explain it to me?
Yeah, so it does a really good job of like dampening your farts.
That's so hot.
Oh, you meant hair on your head. Oh,
Dog, I'm Italian. What the fuck did you think I mean?
I don't know. You have to wash it.
All right, that sucks. I'm a radical babe, what do they call it? Realist? Rationalist. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm a radical rationalist.
Okay.
So I subscribe to Ella's school of not showering,
Okay.
and also posting hypotheticals that just amount to would you have sex with a child?
Okay. That's so Italian. That's like classic traditional Catholic Italian. Like not showering and fucking kids.
Hey now,
Sorry.
that's a Greek thing. Italians just cheat on their wives.
I mean the Catholic Italians. I'm saying like.
Yes, they murder their wives so that they can have affairs.
I don't know.
It's a beautiful culture.
Did you see the story that came out recently about the New Orleans Saints?
Oh yeah, no. You want to know what's funny is when we had Natalie Viner, shout out friend of the pod. When we had Natalie Viner on the Trap House, that was what she came on to discuss was the early breaking of that news about the Saints' involvement in the Catholic Church sex scandal in NOLA. And really, it wasn't just the New Orleans archdiocese. It was also the archdiocese of, I believe, Lafayette, Baton Rouge, and like all the dioceses down there were a part of this, which, yeah, no, she came on to talk about that. And I mean, absolutely disgusting. The fact that it was more systemic, like even it was better organized, like than even the Boston. How they were moving their priests around.
They're taking notes.
Yeah, no. And the Boston one, that was one that that stretched back to like the turn of the century. So yeah, and it's very funny. New Orleans, well, Louisiana, as a state, has a very interesting relationship with systems of exploitation like that, which is funny because it's French and France has an interesting history with that. I'm not
Never
saying all French.
French filmmaker.
Never ask a French filmmaker what he believes the age of consent should be. But yeah, I mean, and it's funny, we have multiple pieces of media, I mean, namely True Detective, that discuss systemic trafficking within the structures of power in Louisiana. So it's not that it was shocking that the New Orleans Saints were involved. It's laughable to a point, not funny, haha, but funny, like this world is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
And they actually, I'm interested, and in fact, I'm going to text my friend Coxie, friend of the pod, because I want to know what the New Orleans Saints interactions with FEMA, the FBI, and the CIA during Katrina were. But anyways, back to whatever you were talking about.
Yeah. So, some interesting things with the New Orleans Saints. There's a couple things. One, they have not been able to find a new head coach. Like nobody wants the job.
Who's their quarterback?
Derek Carr, kind of.
What happened to the tight end dude who played QB for them?
Hill?
Yeah, is he still there?
Yeah, he suffered like a really gruesome injury this season.
Oh, how Whitey fell.
He's like 35, 36. His cap hit is insane, and they can't cut him.
That's beautiful to me.
So I think they're probably gonna like start transitioning to Spencer Rattler as their quarterback, but they can't get rid of Derek Carr right now because again his cap hit too. If they cut him, the dead cap is insane. Uh, the Seahawks just poached Clint Kubiak to be their offensive coordinator.
They did.
Yeah.
They
How do
did.
we feel about that?
Um, indifferent. I would have liked his father, Gary, better. Are they related?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was trying to make a joke. No.
No, he is a nepo baby.
Fuck yeah, let's go, baby. We got the Nepo baby Seahawks. We used to be the Cheat Hawks. Now we're just Nepo babies.
Now we got Jay Harbaugh and Clint Kubiak and
I want the Belichick kid to head coach us.
Steve Belichick.
Yeah, I want that mullet on the sideline.
He was the defensive coordinator for the University of Washington this season.
No, he was a special teams, wasn't he?
No, defensive coordinator.
Oh, okay.
And he just left to go join his dad at UNC. Also, shout out Bill Belichick for dating a girl younger than me.
I was gonna say, like, do you think Steve gets upset that his dad gets younger strange than he does?
I don't think Steve Belichick can complain because, like, he's doing himself no favors in that department. Like, with his appearance and everything, like, he looks like a nasty little goblin. I'm sorry, man.
Do you think Bill Belichick?
Like, there are things you can do about that, and he's not doing those things.
Do you think Bill Belichick talks dirty when he has sex? Oh yeah, I'm gonna give it to you, baby. Oh yeah, you like that?
Like, do your job. Your job is fucking this fat cock. It's like, yeah, bitch, I'm on to Cincinnati. Like, come on, Lawrence Taylor gave better head than that.
Speaking of some of the world's foremost women respecters, Lawrence Taylor, everybody.
This is a disgusting bit.
Yeah, that's
This is so gross. It's a good thing nobody's ever going to hear this. Except for my FBI agent. Shout out.
Oh my god. No, I just, yeah, I don't know. I'm indifferent to the Clint Kubiak thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it can't be any worse than
Ryan Grubb. Ooh. Did you disappear?
Oh, sorry. I'm texting
Okay.
Coxie. I want to get info. Yeah, it can't be any worse than Grubb.
Yeah, so here's my thoughts on it, right? Is he's probably fine, but the vibes are horrendous.
The vibes are not good.
Like a Nepo Bronco, basically. Like, that's just too many layers of gross.
You know, I don't know, man. I don't watch football. You know that. I just
because you're too busy having sex with
yeah, because I'm too busy having sex with
bulls
women.
and drag.
Exactly, but they're actually bulls and drag. Yeah.
That's canon now. Put it on the wiki.
When you failed to tell Glenn the very not golden to.
What?
Sorry.
Just like unintelligible. Like.
All right, give me a second. Do some filler while I type this out.
Okay. Filler. Fuck. So I guess I'll talk about my Blue Sky posts, my banger Blue Sky posts, and you can give a thumbs up or thumbs down. Uh, Said it's only diarrhea if it comes from the Diar region of France. Otherwise, it's just sparkling butt piss. Let's see here.
All right, cool. All right, now I'm back.
Okay.
I had to type out a bunch of stuff. Clint Coop, the vibes of the Seahawks is totally off. I think Geno Smith, he's going to be their quarterback. Who do we have at running back? Kenneth
Ken
Walker?
Walker and Zach Charbonnet.
Cool. I love me a nice cold glass of Charbonnet. I don't know, man. I don't watch football.
I don't watch football.
Yeah.
You want me to talk about football? I don't even watch it.
No, the Super Bowl, though, is going to be... I think this is one of the worst vibe-based Super Bowls in history.
I don't know. There have definitely been worse.
Name one.
Rams and Patriots, 2018. Yeah, 2018.
And no, I'm gonna give that one because Matty Stafford, the staph infection himself, he got it. He got his ring.
That wasn't that one.
Was that not that one?
That was the Patriots beat the Rams 13-3. Jared Goff was the quarterback. He absolutely shit the bed. 2 terrible interceptions in Patriots territory.
All right, then in that case, you're right. This isn't the worst vibes, but no, I am going to be watching the Super Bowl tomorrow. I'm going to be watching for one reason and one reason only.
To get pussy.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know.
I'm gonna be there to watch Kendrick call Drake a pedophile on national television.
Do you think the NFL is gonna let him? Because the NFL has a working business relationship with Drake.
I don't think you understand because you're not asking the right question. Do you think the NFL can stop him? Is the actual question to ask.
I guess that's true, but I don't know. The NFL doesn't really have that much to do with the halftime show. It's all handled by Jay-Z's company.
Really?
Yeah. Speaking of certified pedophiles.
Wop, 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 wop.
Yeah. I actually don't know what the Jay-Z allegations are from the Diddy stuff.
Yeah, no, there's...
But I hear Jay-Z in the same sentence as Diddy, and I assume it's similar.
Jay-Z accusations. Google.com.
Google's so fucking useless.
It's so fucking useless. I got Northeastern Global News as the first pop. Jesus Christ. All right. So at the risk of going to jail for defamation in the UK under their libel laws, you heard it here first. Jay-Z confirmed pedophile.
Okay, shout out. Yeah, I don't think you can go to jail for defamation, though. Can you?
Yeah, you can get sued.
Also, well, you can get sued and you can have to pay damages.
Well, I'm sure they still do debtor's prison in the UK because it's a backwards ass country.
Yeah, I mean the thing is though with defamation, the bar to prove it is so high for celebrities. And you can't get in trouble for just reporting on something that is being reported.
Mm-hmm.
Like if somebody else makes allegations, you can't get in trouble for reporting on those, and that's where we're at. So we're protected. Let's go.
Ayo.
Also, nobody's gonna see this, so who cares?
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, Rodrigo's going to.
Maybe, probably not. Let's be.
Probably not.
He's got better things to do. Like Dylan, if you're watching this, come on, man.
Go have sex with your boyfriend.
Yeah.
Do something valuable with your life. You ginormous twink.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's literally the tallest twink I've ever seen in my life.
He's. Wait, have you seen him?
Yeah,
Like
haven't
in
you?
person?
Yes.
I haven't seen him in person.
He's ginormous.
Like, I've seen his pictures, but I never met him in person.
Trust me, doesn't do him justice. Fucking he walks with a lean, but it's not a pimp lean. It's just because his dick's so big, it actually puts more weight on one side.
At one point he kept challenging me to like play one-on-one basketball with him, and I was like, I'll do it.
Oh man, that sounds like some tall people shit. I wouldn't know.
I'm definitely not tall, and I'm not good at basketball.
Well, you're taller than me, so you're tall.
Okay.
I'm the same height as the average NYPD officer, and by that I mean I'm actually only 4'3". Okay. That's two measurements, ladies.
If anyone's interested.
Do you want to start a beef with Ethan Klein?
Okay, here's the thing. I have some thoughts on that whole thing.
Okay.
And I want nothing to do with it. But my whole thing with that is like, it's Ethan, what are you doing, dude?
I mean, he's an actual crackhead.
Like man, you have kids. You have a wife. Go spend time with your wife and kids. Like stop beefing with Hassan because like you didn't understand when he said I'm a communist that means he's a communist. like I haven't watched his whole fucking video. I saw it in my like feed. I was like, are you freaking serious, man? Like I had to unfollow on everything. Like I used to follow because like the Vape Nation shit was funny and all that. Like when he pivoted to just being like angry Zionist, I was like, what are we doing here?
I mean, didn't he became an Israeli citizen?
Yeah.
With
his Israeli war bride.
Who's complaining about, she's like, all my friends don't talk to me because I'm Israeli. I'm like, you posted the screenshots and they're literally saying it's because you were in the IDF and you were in a like office gig and then you requested to be sent to the front lines. Like you actually requested it. It's like, that's kind of fucking psycho shit.
I didn't know that part because I haven't really been following that closely.
Hyla's a fucking a psychopath.
Yeah, so here's basically where I was at is I was following and like I'd watch the podcast and stuff when like in 2018, like 2017, 2018. Because they were just doing like silly stuff and talking to silly guests and like staying in their lane, and that really appealed to 17-year-old, 18-year-old me. Right? I don't know. When I started like going into like they sort of pivoted into just like dumb drama shit. I was like, okay, this isn't really for me.
Oh god, I remember wasn't that when Drama Alert first started?
No, that
with
was
our boy Keemstar.
That was a couple years after. Like Drama Alert's been around since like 2015.
Oh, okay. Was that the one with Leafy?
Yeah.
And isn't Leafy a pedophile? Or I know he's ugly, but
I don't know. Here's the thing: is like I think I've forgotten more like 2015 to 2020 YouTube lore than you will ever know.
Christ almighty, you are a Feastables kid.
No, like I don't know. Here's the thing, right? Is like for a while there, it was like you if you're on YouTube at all, you just couldn't avoid it,
Mhm.
right? And so, like I was in high school, of course I was watching a lot of YouTube, right? But like I remember for a couple years, it was just like everyone was doing dumb drama shit forever, and I was like, come on, man.
Mhm.
I think so. Eventually, Ethan pivoted from like the drama stuff with Trisha Paytas and whatever, uh, to like doing leftovers with Hassan, and I was like, oh, that's okay. I didn't think you were cool like that, but all right. Turns out he wasn't.
I just watching his thing where he's just whacked out is just so wild to me. I see his rhythms and everything, and as a recovering addict, I'm like watching. I'm like, this dude's on speed. I'm
Yeah,
like, I
I don't know.
know I've done speed. Like I know that same fucking movement. And everybody's like, oh no, 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 he's just ADHD. It's like, no, he's not.
Yeah, I had to stop watching, paying attention. I unfollowed on everything. I like people are not calling you a Zionist because you're Jewish or whatever. Or, like they're not attacking you because you're Jewish. They're attacking you because you're a Zionist.
Mhm.
And like he conflates Zionism with Judaism. I guess basically he's been brainwashed by destiny.
Which I mean is it's happened to a lot of people. I'm not gonna lie, he's the first male and first definitely the first person over the age of 12 to be brainwashed by
Oh
destiny, and
my
by
god,
that I mean groomed.
sex destiny. I don't. Some fun Druby lore. Uh,
Were you a
uh,
mod?
no,
Okay,
fuck no.
you weren't a Discord mod for
So,
Destiny.
no. So I didn't know who. So like in 2020 or 2019, 2021, somewhere in that window, I was involved in a Twitter argument with Destiny. I didn't know who he was. Though. Like it was just the omni liberal on Twitter, and he was like being really annoying, and so I was blocked.
Oh yeah, when he did that whole thing.
Yeah, and I'd never heard of Destiny before. I didn't know it
Hmm.
was the same guy or what. Or I had like very loosely heard there's a guy named Destiny who like debates conservatives,
Hmm.
and I was like, all right, doesn't sound like something I want to watch. So I just sort of ignored it. Didn't know I was arguing with Destiny on Twitter. Shout out. Um,
I think
and then like several years later, I found out like the Omni Liberal was Destiny, and I was like, oh,
that's why I thought
that's
that I was talking to somebody who's only ever spent his time online begging 14-year-olds for feet pics.
okay.
Can you tell I don't like Destiny?
Well, I mean, you're not that kind of mentally ill, so like,
Right, you know what? I have an aversion to chomos. What can I
yeah.
say?
No, so I don't know. All this stuff's been coming out like the last couple years about him. I'm like, why does he have? Why are all his fans like psychos? Like, why does he have fans, and why are they all the most psychotic people?
Because they're middle school debate kids and speech team kids
And
who are,
pedophiles.
and I can say this as a former middle school debate and speech team kid, they are certifiable psychopaths.
You were a different kind of annoying middle schooler than me.
No, it's fine. I grew out of it because I did the cool person thing and just started doing drugs.
I've
See,
never.
that's what we're missing with all these kids. Like everybody's talking about, like, how do you decondition these kids from
Get him on
being these, like,
drugs.
get them on heroin,
Now, I have
introduce them to
never
some China White, and they're gonna be a-okay in about 10 years.
I've never partaken in like really any recreational drug use. I had an
Mhm.
edible once. It was whatever. I don't know. No, yeah, in middle school, I some fun facts about my views in middle school. I thought making rich people pay more in taxes was unfair because everyone should pay the same flat rate.
Oh, you were one of those.
Yeah, not a percentage, just a flat fee. I thought
Uh, uh,
taxes should be a flat fee. I didn't really understand much about politics when I was 12. I'm sorry to break
no,
that
it's
to you.
no, it's fine. It's really funny because you have the same worldview as
Had.
a
Had.
you had the same worldview as Megan McArdle currently has, the
Yeah.
libertarian columnist for the NYT or
Yeah, so
Washington Post.
here's the thing, right? Is I look back, I'm like, holy fuck, I was stupid. Like I thought I was a genius, dog. Like I guess that's what all your teachers fucking telling you how smart you are does. Fucking
You want to know what?
shout out gifted kid syndrome.
You want to know what my political ideology was around that time?
When you were
Uh,
12.
yeah, the two greatest films of all time, Monkey Bone and Tank Girl, should be required viewing in classrooms across America.
I've never seen those films. Never heard of them.
You know what? I got to give a shout out to Monkey Bone, especially because I knew one of the artistic, I think, not the director, one of the guys who he worked in the art department for that film. Shout out to him. I knew him when he was homeless and a crazy schizophrenic. Really cool dude. Hope he's alive. Probably not.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
So, some other views 12-year-old me had. Slurs, not that big of a deal.
Political view that I had when I was 12 was we need to regulate hugging because that is how women get pregnant.
Okay, no, I think
because I went to Catholic school and they didn't do any sort of.
My sex education was a little better than yours, I think.
I remember the first time we talked about sex in the classroom was my freshman year of high school. Like, and our health teacher was the wrestling coach. And
he was like, girls, all the girls meet with me after class for extra lessons.
No, we went to an all boys school.
Okay. He was like, you.
I mean, it was a Catholic school. No, it's fine. That was just one of the.
I just assumed there was some degree of pedophilia happening.
Yeah, no, it wasn't with the teachers per se, or it wasn't with the like professional teachers. It was with the friars who also taught.
Okay, shout out.
Yeah, we had monks.
Shout out to the pedo monks at.
Also, we made our secretary, the school secretary, quit. We made a couple people quit. We made the secretary quit because she was in the Macklemore thrift shop video, and we bullied her relentlessly for it, and she ended up quitting midway through the year. We were really proud of that one. But then we made one of our art teachers cry and quit on the spot.
Damn.
So she walked out.
Catholic kids are psychos.
Dude, we're the worst. No, that happened. I remember it was our social studies teacher my sophomore year. He got a phone call in the middle of class, walked out and came back in tears and was like, I just love you guys. And we found out his wife divorced him. And so we started
because he loved you guys a little too much.
And we started proposing to each other in front of him.
You fucking you monster.
Oh, dude, fuck that dude.
Yeah, if this wasn't a Catholic school and all the people who worked there weren't probably the worst, I'd be like mortified.
I don't think there was the other wrestling coach, he would take the best wrestlers back home
Yeah, I bet he
for
would.
one-on-one practices in his
I
basement where
bet
he had
he
a
would.
wrestling match. That's a true
I
story.
bet he would. Least surprising thing you've said.
These are all true stories. Welcome to Catholic school, baby.
Yeah.
No, two out
My
of the
school
three
experience is so boring.
2 out of the 3 priests that were in charge of the parish at the school that I went to were pedophiles. The other one was
Rookie
not a
numbers.
pedophile, but
And that's why he had to be fired.
No, he sold alcohol to teenagers.
Okay.
But it was like for their parties, so he would go get the alcohol for them for their parties, and that was it. I'm like, that's actually the coolest thing.
Yeah, every time I hear anyone else talk about their high school experience, I'm like, I was so fucking boring as a kid.
Well, you went to high school in Everett.
Yeah, I went to Cascade High School. I had a very normal experience. There were no scandals that I can confirm. There was like a rumor, I think, once one of the teachers doing something. I don't have any confirmation on that.
Did I ever tell you about how I got when I went to public school, I got a teacher fired?
No.
It was our drama teacher, and we joked about how he was having an affair with the lead in the play.
Oh, wait,
and
you might have told this. And it actually was happening.
It was happening. I walked in the middle of them like talking about like we can't be doing this anymore.
All right.
And I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna like they saw me and I backed away from it, and then they each approached me
They're
on
like,
their own.
wait.
They approached me on their own, like in different times, and they're just like, so what did you hear? Like, what's going on? We just want to explain to you what's going on. I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't care. Like, I don't give a shit. I'm barely passing as it is. I'm a little fucking heroin head, just like fucking I don't give a fuck right now.
How does anyone fucking get heroin in high school? Like, what the hell?
Dude, Seattle was easy back in the day. Like I was talking to an old friend of mine from high school, like the only person I've talked to from high school in a long time, and she and I were going over it. It's like you can't find heroin anymore. Which, like, great, good, but it used to be really easy to get in Seattle. Like, everybody knew a guy who was a heroin dealer back in the day, but it died out with fentanyl.
Can I tell you how disappointed I am? I was always told, like, as you grow up and you go up, everyone's just going to be, like, offering you free drugs all the time. Never trust your friends. Yada. I have never once been offered free drugs. And I'm so mad.
You know...
Like, was I just hanging out with the wrong people?
You know, it's funny because, yeah, I got told the same thing because I remember watching the... it was the cartoon special with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Like
the anti-drug.
Like when someone offers you drugs, just say no.
Cowabunga.
Cowabunga. Drugs are not radical.
Get 2 size, not fucking PCP. No, and I always thought that was how it was, and then I realized I'm like, shit, this is actually kind of difficult. Like, fuck, you have to like it's a process to get drugs. Like, nobody talks about, like, it's really like there's steps. There's more bureaucracy in getting drugs than there is at the post office. Like
heroin is not tubular.
But like I think the only time I got free drugs was weed at Hemp Fest, and I'm like, the most boring one. Like, shit.
All right, dude.
All right.
Like you went to the drug festival and they gave you some free drugs?
Exactly. I'm like, all right, well, that's on the nose.
I'm still so disappointed. I'm like, were my friends just lame or...
No, they were good kids. Like, I tell this, I'm always got to say, it's like, oh yeah, I had fun, but also it destroyed my life. Don't do it.
Like, I mean, I wouldn't say they're all good kids. Like, some of them have gone hard right.
You want
A couple of them are raging alcoholics. It's fucking sick. Like, I don't know.
I mean, whomst among us?
I don't know. It kind of sucks ass to talk to most of them now.
Yeah. See, that's why I'm glad that most people from my high school either think I'm dead or we just don't talk to each other.
No, like, I have not so much as seen 99% of the people from my high school. I've kept in touch with like my little circle, and then everyone else. Never so much as seen them at the grocery store or anything like that. It's a little weird, actually.
I like to keep tabs once in a while. Like if I see somebody I knew from high school, like catching up about everything because nobody left. Like nobody left my high school. I think the best nobody left their hometown. Everybody still lives in our hometown, and I think the only like example of somebody really getting out that I can point to is Miles Gaskin, who I went to high school with for a little bit. Shout out, friend of the pod.
Is he?
Yeah. No, we'll call him that.
Okay.
I have a Gaskin jersey. I'm not afraid to say it.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, he got drafted. It's like that's the best one that I can think of. Everybody else just stayed.
Yeah, I don't know. So we both know like somebody who got drafted in the NFL, I guess.
Who did you know?
I was middle school teammates with Kyler Gordon of the Chicago Bears.
Really? Wow.
He did not like me. Which, on one hand, I get because I was an annoying kid, but on the other, I didn't really talk to him. Well, I was an annoying kid, now I'm an annoying adult. I pay taxes and I'm annoying. That's not true. I haven't filed taxes in 5 years.
I know, that's the thing. It's like, yeah, you need to pay a tax stamp for this suppressor. It's like, tax stamp? I don't even pay my real taxes. I'm kidding, IRS. I do. Please don't come after me. ATF also, I would never.
Here's the thing, right? Is I was, as far as the government is concerned, unemployed for 4 years, almost 5 years. I'm now a government contractor. Shout out.
Oh shit! Are you gonna start? Can I call you Prigozhin now?
What's that? Prigozhin?
The Wagner Group guy.
I don't know who that is.
The guy who died in the airplane in Russia, who tried to coup the government.
Dog, I have sex with women. I don't know what you're talking about.
You mean bulls?
No, I mean women. That's a lie. I get 0 bitches. It's sad, but also.
But anyways, Super Bowl.
Yeah, Super Bowl. I get 0 bitches versus I fuck bulls and drag. Let's go.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, when's the last time you enjoyed a Super Bowl?
Gotta think about this. I know the last time I really enjoyed a Super Bowl
was Super Bowl 49.
You want to get ran over again?
Third time's a charm, baby.
Here's the thing, right? Is when you do it to yourself, you're not trying to cause harm, right?
I got hit by a taxi too.
Oh, well, shout out to that taxi driver. You did a public service.
I didn't die.
Not yet.
There's just an anti-Italian taxi cab just roaming the streets of Seattle, just like, I'm going to get those fucking Dagos. Those grease balls are fucked.
He's so real for that. So there have been a couple like good Super Bowls, I guess. I don't know. I think I enjoyed Super Bowl 52 a fair bit. That was
I can't count that high. You got to tell me the teams.
That was Philadelphia versus New England.
Yeah, the Philly special game.
Yeah, that one was pretty sick.
I think that was the last good vibes Super Bowl.
The year after that was probably the worst Super Bowl. That was the Rams Patriots. Let's see. After that was Chiefs 49ers. I do thoroughly enjoy watching the 49ers lose.
Yeah, you know what? This last Super Bowl, I liked watching them lose, and also I wasn't even watching it. I was playing board games
Like
with my
here's
girlfriend.
Oh, this guy got a girlfriend. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I like watching the 49ers lose. I don't mind them going to Super Bowls because I know what's going to happen. Right? Like,
Whitey is about to get dominated. Joey
yeah.
Bosa, Joey, you're
Yeah.
going to the field, motherfucker.
So here's the thing, right? I'm not really bothered by like rival teams going to the Super Bowl as long as they don't win.
Okay. That's
Right.
fair. That's fair.
So, so like, I like Kyle Shanahan being the head coach of the 49ers because I know what their ceiling is.
Okay.
And I know the ceiling is not Super Bowl champion. And I know he's like a pain in the ass to play against in the regular season and all that. Just get good.
Get good.
Yeah.
All right. What was your dream Super Bowl matchup?
Let's see. Dreams. You mean like in this year's playoff field or?
In this year's playoff field, yeah.
Okay, I would have liked because my dad is a Lions fan. I'd like him to for a few reasons. Maybe I'll get into that. I'd like for them to be in the Super Bowl. And who in the AFC would be really fun? The Ravens, I think, because Lamar is just like, you know.
Oh, you mean MVP runner-up Lamar Jackson?
Josh Allen, first DEI MVP.
Fucking, did you see Dan Orlovsky flubbing and like stuttering, trying to defend himself, voting for Josh Allen?
No.
To the faces of actual NFL players.
I mean, Dan Orlovsky was at one point an NFL player. You can pull up his highlight reel.
What is it, like him entering the building and that's it?
It's him running out the back of the end zone to lose to the Vikings in 2008 with the Detroit
there we
Lions.
Go. There we go.
They lost 12-10 in that game. The Lions went 0-16 that year. Shout out. Dan Campbell was their backup tight end.
It wasn't Julian Peterson on that team?
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know a ton about the 2008 Lions because most of their players were not in the league very long. Cliff Averill was on that team.
Was he actually?
Yeah.
The only bright spot on that team, apparently.
I think that was his rookie season.
Speaking of Haiti, you know what? I think that this podcast should come out in support of landowners in South Africa, specifically the white ones.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
You know, this is the world's only leftist anti-lactate pro-Afrikaner podcast.
Elon Musk earned all his money himself because he's just so smart.
I drive a Cybertruck. And
he's a really good gamer.
You know what? The only reason he's not 69,420th in the world in Diablo 4 is because he's too good.
He's just too good. He tried, and they said, Elon, you're too good.
And they said, Elon, we love you. He's the best, isn't he? The best to ever do it. Just Elon, he's great. He's great.
Yeah. 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 You want to talk about the Elon gamer shit?
Okay, listen, he's such a fucking loser, but like, I hate how gamers want to be an oppressed group, but also the coolest motherfuckers on earth.
Hey,
You can't have both.
We are an oppressed group.
Listen, get over the Anita Sarkeesian shit already, okay? You're gonna have gay sex in video games.
I am oppressed.
I'm sorry that your 3D models of animated women don't have giant kahangas.
I don't care about that. I'm oppressed because there hasn't been a new Guitar Hero since 2015.
Well, you know why there hasn't been a new Guitar Hero, right?
Yeah.
Because of woke, the way it is.
Yeah, it's because of woke. It's because woke DEI says we can't have a silly game where you pretend to play guitar with the 5 fret buttons.
Well, riddle me this, Batman. Find me a song that you could license for a Guitar Hero game that's not made by a problematic musician. Give me one 70s rock act who isn't a pedophile.
I mean, it doesn't have to be rock songs, and it doesn't have to be from the classic
Give me
era.
one indie rock album from the last 10 years that hasn't been made by somebody who has gone on to start a cult.
Okay, I think that's calling out one guy.
Give me one 30 Seconds to Mars song that's not
Fuck.
associated with Jared Leto.
Wait.
Give me one pop punk act that is
okay.
a pedophile.
Okay. Is Radiohead are they problematic?
Yeah, they're Zionists.
Are they?
Yep.
Oh, that's disappointing.
I know, right?
Let's see. I just gotta look at like what I have around me because I don't know, you want to call my little brother a loser again for liking Positive People?
I would never call your brother a loser. Your brother is an angel.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, that was one of my favorite little bits in our discussions. I mentioned thoughts to the people. You're like, all right, you fucking loser, and I was just like, let me tell you how excited I was
to pull the my autistic brother card
to make you look like such an asshole.
Well, you know what? I'm coming out. I am ableist. All right. I think that people should have to interact with their DoorDash driver. Fucking sue me.
You want to know my ableist take?
What's your ableist take?
You shouldn't go get DoorDash. It's fucking just go drive there. It's not that hard.
Oh, dude, well, have you thought of the 30 people who can't leave their house because they're so immunocompromised?
Dog. Okay, go get your friend to do it. I don't know, man. Or learn how to cook. Learn how to cook.
But what if I can't hold space for you right now?
Okay, like for like, there's no argument for why like you need a burrito taxi. Sorry. Well, all right, here, can I get your thoughts on my little brother's latest car music pick?
Okay.
All right, so his latest one is we got all the Cage the Elephant CDs. Is that a thumbs up, thumbs down, boom or doom? What are we thinking?
You know, it really pains me. I'm going to come off looking like the biggest piece of shit right now when I call your brother a little... I can't even say... No, actually, Cage the Elephant is totally fine. I really enjoyed the album that they released that had Cold, Cold, Cold. It was a really fun kind of zombies inspired, like it had a really cool psychedelia garage rock feel to it. Really great album. Yeah. Cage the Elephant, thumbs up.
Okay, shout that's good. I haven't actually listened to any of their albums except their first one because I just got them all in the mail. So
well, I'm sorry that you're a Borderlands playing fucking loser.
I've literally never played Borderlands.
Good.
All the other stuff. 100% spot on. But
I think the only guys who play Borderlands are the type of dudes who talk about wanting trad wives, but and then complain about not being able to get women, even though they call every woman they meet an OnlyFan thought.
that's
I don't know why women don't want me.
yeah,
You're
I
all
know.
whores.
It's a mystery. No, I uh wait, what? Why do I gotta be at Borderlands playing loser? Because I haven't heard Cage the Elephant.
Is the Ain't No Rest for the Wicked
Oh, because that was like
was
their trailer music or whatever.
it played in the game.
Okay, that's one of the fuck. I think there was 11 songs. One of the 11 songs from them I've heard. All right. I'm gonna be very familiar for the next month or so, though. So maybe I'll give my thoughts.
I want to get your brother into Thelonious Monk, or no, I'm gonna get your brother into Tom Waits, and then you're gonna have to listen to Swordfish Trombones on repeat.
Okay. I don't know what that is, but sure. Do you want to like grade my vinyls I've bought recently? And
You know what? Yeah, let's do it. We'll have my true calling as a music nerd.
Yeah, because last month I bought some nice audio equipment. And
Good
so
you.
I got some vinyls.
All right.
Let's see. I got the official movie soundtrack for Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Okay. That's really great. I would say that's really cool if you want to impress the women that you bring back to your house to show that that you're not racist. But I know you're not doing that. So
no, I can impress them. I can say, look, I watch A24 movies and I collect vinyl, and I can communicate all of that all at once.
That's so cool. I bet you gaslight so well.
I'm so good. No, like, let's see, what else? I got the Shrek soundtrack on this really cool green vinyl.
You were just such a specific type of 2010s autistic. I can't.
All right. No, I was at anti-woke Walmart, and I was just checking out there. I was doing a little perusing. I saw that one. I was like, "You're coming with me."
That's the most indicative. That I don't know how to phrase it. That is like a perfect summation of American pseudo intellectual consumerism. You got the Shrek soundtrack on vinyl at Walmart.
Okay, but it's like a really cool green.
Great.
Yeah, let's see. I got the Arctic Monkeys AM.
It's actually, you know what? It's a banger of an album. Shout out to Josh Omi, did really great helping produce it.
Okay.
Fucking great tracks on that one. Are You Mine? Fucking really good. Don't ever need to hear it again. But yeah, no, that's a great record.
All right. Let's see. I got Tyler the Creator, Igor.
Oh, cool. So you're the type of white dude who complains about not being able to get women because you call them OnlyFans thoughts, but you also say the N-word.
Let's go.
Is your other favorite rapper MF Doom?
I've actually never heard a full MF Doom song. I'm sorry.
It's not bad. He is very good.
I've heard a little bit, and I really like his flow. Can I?
No, he is actually really talented. But MF Doom fans fall into one of two categories. It's either people who genuinely like music or white dudes.
Yeah, you can't be both.
Yeah, you can't be both.
Let's see.
I'm
Metallica.
Italian. I'm a person of color, so I get away with this.
I got Metallica, the Black Album. Let's see.
Oh, you're a guy who takes those sunglasses pictures in the car.
You
The
know
low
that's
angle
true.
selfie.
You know that's true because I
Yeah,
made that my profile picture.
yeah, can you also please stop sending me unsolicited dick pics? It's getting old now. And please
Come on,
stop calling me kitten. It's really unnerving.
don't act like you're not impressed.
I am, because it's bigger than mine. It's not hard to be bigger than an inch, but you know.
I almost double you. I got the Beatles, Abbey Road. I know that's like the most basic white guy
I mean, it just means you beat women. It's fine.
Yeah.
Do you complain about Yoko Ono breaking up the Beatles? Which I gotta say,
No.
everybody who hates
Let me tell you this. I am the #1 Yoko Ono super fan.
No, I hate Yoko Ono, and everybody gets on me
I love
because
her
they're
music
like,
because it's so funny.
no, everybody gets on me because they're like, oh, you only hate her because you think that she broke up the Beatles. I'm like, no, I hate her because she didn't.
I don't know. Have you heard?
That you had a
music?
chance to be the reason to break up that garbage band. You should have taken it.
They're not garbage. The song with the octopus is fucking sick. All right.
Yeah, it's good because Ringo did it. Ringo
Yeah,
was the only. Ringo and George were the only real talent in the Beatles.
Can I tell you how angry Twitter got at me one time because I said I liked Ringo?
I mean, that's okay.
They got so fucking mad. Like, my replies were filled for like 3 days with people like telling me he didn't even actually write this song because George Harrison helped him and he beat his wife in the 80s. It's like,
God, which one didn't?
It's like, and I looked it up. I don't want to like be the guy running defense for wife beaters, but like I looked up the story and it was like he was telling the story about like his road to recovery from severe alcohol abuse and like how that was the thing that inspired him to stop abusing alcohol and get help. Like, so like he was like, hey, I felt really horrible about these things I was doing. Like, I don't want to be the guy defending wife beaters, but like if that's like you're doing a very bad faith interpretation.
Your low angle selfie and sunglasses in the car side of you is coming out right now.
I'm sorry, but it's like I know like this is the kind of argument that gets you the worst like bad faith interpretations. But like, come on, man.
No, I think we can just agree the Beatles are all trash people.
Yeah.
Only 2 of them made good music, and we're pro plagiarizing.
Let's go.
Go George Harrison for plagiarizing that song.
Which Piggies?
No, Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, shout out George Harrison.
Yep.
That's the song from Shrek, right?
Yeah, also George Harrison.
It all comes back to Shrek.
Yeah, losing respect for him, though, I gotta say, because he got cucked by Eric Clapton, notorious racist.
Okay. Let's see. I gotta think what the other vinyls I have are, because I don't have a ton, but
I like how this is all your vinyl collection, and mine's like fucking like Street 84 and fucking Circle Jerks and Anal Cunt.
And Foster the People torches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did buy Foster the People's Torches. Go fuck yourself.
I don't know. I have like a few like game soundtrack things.
Final Fantasy 6?
No, like one of them is so there's this site. I don't remember what it's actually. Let me look. There's a site called Materia where they have like game soundtrack stuff, and it's like really cool. And they had a big sale at the end of the year last year, so I got some stuff. I got Lo-Fi Kirby, Lo-Fi Undertale, and some Zelda stuff.
It's pretty gay.
Yeah. All right. All right.
Yeah,
See, so I am woke because I listen to faggy game music. uh,
I'm woke because I think that I'm actually the most anti woke of anti wokes. And the reason I say that is because I actually support all of Trump's policies and Elon
okay.
Musk's policies only because I think it's funny and I just want to see what happens next.
All right. Accelerationist Ben.
You goddamn right, baby.
All right,
Like,
dude.
I know I love them. I love them so much because they just pull levers and like, I wonder what this is gonna do. And everybody's like, "Why are you doing that? That's gonna be bad." I'm like, "No, let them do it. It's funny."
Okay. Now I'm gonna get canceled by the audiophile community when I tell you I also have cassettes.
You know what? That's fine. I used to collect cassettes. I also used to collect 8 tracks.
Oh, okay.
So you're not gonna receive hate from me. You
Okay,
want to know what
but
the number one cassette that I played was?
was it Pinky Lemon, Pinky Heaven?
No.
Shout out.
Fuck you, though. I wanted to order that. I just never got a chance.
All right. Well,
Shout out friends of the podcast, by the way. Elle, if you're listening to this, girl, I love you. I can't wait for Pinky Lemon to finally come to Seattle so we can go see you guys.
Yeah, it's gonna be the next Steve Fellows meetup.
Goddamn right it is.
All right.
How weird do you think it's going to be for them to see a bunch of a balding, short Italian and you losers?
Hey. Let's see. I got some other cool cassettes. I got Elden Ring, Age of the Synth.
Do you have the only cassette that matters?
I don't have a ton. I've only got like 6 of them, but
well, you got to get okay. So there are 2 that you need to have.
Okay.
One is you got to get Thin Lizzy's Jailbreak.
Okay.
So that you can rock The Boys Are Back in Town. And number 2 is you need the greatest hits of Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Okay, wait.
Because the South will rise again, motherfuckers.
Okay. Okay.
This is the world's only leftist Seahawk anti-lactate. I don't know what we were pro. Pro South Afrikaner.
Yeah.
And pro Confederacy podcast.
All right, so half of my cassettes are just the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtracks.
You need to be put away.
Why?
I mean, I'm gonna put a collar on you and I'm gonna walk you to a trough and just tell you to eat your slop, you piggy.
Hey. I'm not a Marvel slop boy, all right?
It sounds like you're a Marvel slop boy.
No, James Gunn is different. He's my emotional support Marvel slop director. All right.
It's actually ableist for you to say that I can't have my Marvel.
Yeah. No, I'm hard locking in on that.
It's very good for people with oh god, what the fuck did they call them? I was trying to make a joke about how, basically kids who should be doing drugs and can't socialize without them, and they're like, "Oh man, life's hard." It's like, just you watch a real movie.
I watch so many real movies.
I know you do, but you know the type of person I'm talking about.
Right. You want to know the last movie I went to see in theaters?
What's the last movie you went to see in theaters?
I went and saw Sing Sing, and I came away with that with a very radical woke take.
What's your radical woke take?
We have to empty the prisons because they're turning the inmates into theater kids.
You know, I'm on board with this one.
Yeah.
It's the most woke, anti-woke take ever.
Yeah. I will never not be anti-theater kid. Sorry.
That's fair. As a former theater kid, you are more than allowed to be anti-theater kid.
Yeah. I don't know. Because is my audio set?
Yeah.
Uh, my computer did a weird little thing. It'll be fine in a minute.
Anyways, everybody, while Drew is getting the audio all put together, we're going to be talking about some things that you should be doing in the world right now. First and foremost, don't say that you're inspired by Luigi Mangione whenever you do anything, because that actually makes his case against the terrorism charges tougher. Um, don't do that. Number two, Faraday bags are a really great thing to have on hand at all time to throw your devices into. Always remember, when you go to a protest, mask up, make sure that you have a Lawyers Guild number on your arm at all times. Sharpie that shit. Remember that police need a warrant to search your phone, but if they can actually use your face scan password thing, and they can actually unlock your phone that way. So make sure that you don't have that enabled. Use a numerical password on your phone at all times. Other things that you need to remember: milk, never a great way to get pepper spray or CS gas out of eyes. Always, always, always just use water or a saline solution of
All right.
sorts. Oh, hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so settings. Fuck, what the? Okay.
Anyways, so we're having more technical difficulties. So the next thing I want to say is never bring a knife anywhere. It's a terrible self-defense device, and also awful, awful, awful. If you get caught at a protest with a knife, they are going to be putting charges on you. So make sure not to have that on your person if you do go to a protest. Other than that, never post about your location online. Always make sure to screenshot any photos that you take at a protest, and never post the original photos, because those can actually be traced using metadata. Anyways.
Okay. It should be fixed now, I think.
Which is great, because I was just going to say, I think we've gone through some of our talking points, barely talked about the Super Bowl.
Yeah, which is how I expected it to go. Really, I just wanted to rant about like what's been going on the last couple weeks, and also like just shoot the shit. Like,
oh, absolutely. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. No, I think the biggest thing that I want to talk about is there's been a lot of doomerism.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
A lot of people taking the black pill, and I just gotta say, number one, that's not how we actually change the world. That's not how we make good things happen. If we wallow in our sadness, that's how we die. So to anybody, whether you're Latino, trans, black, white, whether you're Indian, any of that, just remember, the worst thing that we can do is give up. There's always going to be a light at the end of the tunnel. It's just a matter of how many steps we have to take to get to that light.
Yeah, let me air some grievances about a few kinds of people. All right.
All right.
While we're talking about this, people who everything just happens to you and you have no agency in your own life. What the fuck are you talking about?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Like you can't be like, oh, why does all this bad stuff happen to me? And it's like you're doing nothing to make it not.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you can't expect other people to act in your best interest without you advocating for yourself.
Yep.
All right, like you can't expect to be great on other people's terms. Sorry.
Yep. And on that note, people, you want to talk about actually getting things changed done with policies, but you think that your only option is voting. Voting doesn't do anything. Let's be real here. It doesn't actually change anything. What you need to be doing is joining local organizations, tenant unions, DSA, FRSO, preferably FRSO over DSA, but DSA has the numbers right now.
Read your Second Amendment rights. Become
goddamn right. Read your First Amendment rights, actually, is another big one, and your Fourth Amendment.
Enforce your First Amendment with your Second Amendment.
And your Third Amendment. We got to give a shout out to the Grayson
Yeah.
Amendment. No quarter, bitches. But yeah,
Any
no.
ICE agents looking to crash in my garage? Fuck off. Gargle my balls.
Mm-hmm. That is another thing. Let me get the number right here. In terms of all the ICE raids, Wasian had a Wazin, excuse me.
Wasian's something a little different.
Yeah.
Those are the people Weezer was mad about.
So the Washington Immigrant Solidarity Network is a really great group. Really recommend reaching out. Start talking to your neighbors. Start getting communication networks set up. That is really, really important in what's going on right now. The number for WAISN hotline, if you see any ICE agents, anything like that, you can get actual community help. And the number for that is 1-844-724-3737. That's 1-844-724-3737 in case of any ICE emergency, or you just see ICE in your neighborhood in Washington. Reach out to them.
And if you are afraid of making a phone call, because talking on the phone is scary, you can also carry a well-maintained knife with you. And if you see an ICE van, slash the towers or tires. Towers.
Do not do that.
Do that.
Do not do that. That is, we do not endorse anything like that.
I do.
He does not. He is joking. There's a lot of stuff that we can do. On another note, airing grievances about people. Democrat supporters who are just taking so much glee in watching Palestinians be displaced.
Yep.
I mean,
I gotta fix my audio again.
Oh, you gotta fix your audio. I think this is just a sign that we've gone on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. I'm still having fun.
We should get Dylan on here again. We'll do a recap of the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
All right. I guess it's back to you and me, kiddos. On that note, never interact with Destiny.
Ever.
And he's gone. And he's back.
Again. 1 second.
Yeah, never interact with Destiny fans. Also, remember, if you're ever approached by... No, we're not going to get into that. No, don't interact with Destiny fans. If somebody says something mean to you on the internet, just tell them they're gay and walk away.
Tell them to kill themselves.
All right, Drew, I'm going to get out of here.
Okay. I was trying to have some closing thoughts. I'm hungry. I'm sorry. I can't think.
Closing thoughts. The Super Bowl is going to suck, but the Eagles are going to win it.
Chiefs are going to win because...
And Kendrick is going to call Drake a pedophile on national television.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
Bye.